Okay, so let's talk all about energy and sleep. How many of you are just like feeling exhausted? Maybe you're feeling burnt out, maybe you're feeling depressed or anxious or frustrated, or maybe you've got some excuses coming up for why you might be putting yourself last. One simple routine adjustment will absolutely change your sleep. It will change your hormones. It will change your energy. It will absolutely change your life. But sometimes this voice inside our head can go, but Tara, I can never stick to anything. But Tara, I don't have the time. But Tara, I'm not motivated or I'm lazy. And I've always said to people, there's no such thing as lazy. There's always something that's going on that's stopping us from doing what we want to do. And I was sitting on a lecture yesterday and my nutrition lecturer said the same thing. And I'm like, see, I don't make this stuff up. So it's nice when you get that validation. Now, we can either have excuses or we can have results. So if you find yourself, or even if you find loved ones that are constantly complaining, it's time to ask them or even yourself, why am I still sitting on the fence? What's holding me back from making these changes? And more often than not, it comes down to mindset. So as always, it's going to be a large topic of the conversation around mindset, but we're also going to talk about some really practical strategies to help you with your energy and your sleep. Okay, now, question for you. What are you constantly affirming? Are you affirming, I feel so energetic, I feel so vibrant? Or are you constantly affirming, I feel so tired, I'm exhausted? Our brain is going to go out and search for evidence based on what we focus on most. So if we go, I'm doing tired today, brain goes, she's doing tired, let's do tired for her. And it'll go out and find evidence for that for you. Now, before we focus on some nurturing nighttime routines, I want to talk about physiology. So really great way to be able to change how we are. Have you ever woken up and thought, oh, I'm too tired, I can't be bothered, I feel exhausted, I feel like I haven't slept? Antidote to low energy, change your physiology. So the first thing, get up, put on your favorite tune, put your headphones on, blare it, and just dance in your undies, of course, to your favorite music first thing in the morning. It's going to change your energy straight away. So we can either change our behaviors by our language or by our physiology. If you've missed the first Wellness Wednesday for the year, check it out in the hub. It's there where you can have more information about like the communication model, the brain, the head, how our minds actually work. So now, I'm going to share one of my favorite quotes with you guys in the words of the famous late Louise L. Hay. How you start your day is how you live your day, is how you live your life. But what if we actually took a step before that? It's also based on how we end our previous day, which is based on how we live our previous day. So this is why our nighttime routines absolutely matter. Now, are you go, just making sure that you're just fitting as much things in your day as you can, and then you get to the end of the day and you watch a little bit of Netflix, or maybe you just scrolling through socials? Or are you up late working? Like, are you working till the last minute, jump in the shower, getting to bed? Or dealing with children? Or are you struggling to get to sleep? Is your mind racing? Are you constantly waking up? Or perhaps, as I said, you're waking up in the morning feeling crappy. Wherever you're sitting with this, these tips are going to support you with making sure that you start to feel better. Now, this is not normal, the things that I mentioned above. However, it has actually become the norm because of our fast-paced lives. So I'm going to give you guys three simple things that you can do, that you can choose to do, that are going to make a huge difference when it comes to your sleep, therefore your energy, therefore your hormones, therefore your mood, therefore everything. So first one, and what time are we at? Just after 8. So after this video, switching off those phones, putting them on flight mode, or just putting them away so they're not near you, because the blue light from our phones is impacting our sleep rhythms. Our sleep rhythms are dictated by hormones, and when our sleep hormones are out, they throw out all our other hormones. Just like if our hormones are out, they throw out our sleep hormones. So it's a catch-22. So if you're noticing you're having trouble sleeping, there potentially could be something going on with your hormones. Now, we are also more likely to eat really high carb foods the following day if we have less than 5 hours sleep or broken sleep. Our hormones are adjusting between 10 p.m. and midnight. So this is why it's so important to be winding down at least by 9:30. So how do you get off the technology? Start to think of things that you used to do before we were so consumed by technology, or things that you can start to do. Reading a book, like investing in yourself, knitting, doing crosswords, connecting with people that you love, cuddling your puppy, having a shower, doing manicures, pedicures, facials, anything that doesn't involve screens, anything. So for me, I actually set an alarm. It goes off at 8:45 to tell me to get my butt into my evening routine, my nurturing nighttime routine, so that I can start to do those things to start to wind down. So I get off my technology as best I can. Some days it's a work in progress. So that's the first tip, guys. 1 to 2 hours before you go to bed. The research is saying 3 hours, but I'm going to say to you, start with increments. So if you're someone that's on your phone right before bed, bring it back. Get off your phone 15 minutes before bed. Keep bringing it back 15 minutes, 30 minutes every couple of days or every week, depending on where you're at and how challenging it is. And then eventually 1 to 2 to 3 hours before bed, making sure you're getting off that technology. I know for some people that's not achievable. So just do the best you can with what you got. Second tip, we really want to invite a sense of relaxation in, a sense of calming. So my favorite tip for this, there are so many things with self-care that you can do to bring a sense of calm into your evening, but I love doing my magnesium spray with lavender. Now, if you are part of my mailing list, you would have got the email with the blog about the recipe for the magnesium spray. This is going to help with so much. So many of us are deficient in magnesium due to stress and our fast-paced lives. So magnesium is going to help to support us with not only replenishing, it helps with muscles, it also helps with mood, it helps with sleep, it helps with hormones. So our soles on our feet are actually the biggest pores, and they absorb things really well. So you can take an oral magnesium, you can take it. However, sometimes that can be impaired, the digestion of that, due to our gut health. So do a double whammy if you like. If you're already taking magnesium orally, you can always just spray 6 sprays to each sole of your foot with your lavender oil, because lavender oil is known to reduce stress. It helps with reducing cortisol, like it works on our cortisol. So that's going to be a really great way. You can buy it at health food stores. You can make your own, like just have a Google, have a look at my website, and you can see the recipe for that. But that's something I do every night. And it just really helps with calming. And for people that have got restless legs, pain, things like that, spray it on, and spray it on those problem areas as well. Now, the other thing that I do to invite a sense of relaxation into my evening is 5 deep breaths before bed. If you're not ready for meditation yet. If you're ready for meditation, absolutely get into that. That is going to help you so much more, doing relaxing meditations. I've got my Healthy Minds meditation, which has a nurturing nighttime routine. So if you're interested in that, comment meditation below and I can send you the link to that. But even just start with 5 deep breaths before you get into bed. So you might take your 5 deep breaths when you're spraying your magnesium oil, your magnesium spray, whatever it is. And the other thing that I do, this is a bonus tip for you guys. Number 3, it's a little bit left field in that have a notepad by your bed. If you're someone that wakes up constantly or you struggle to get to bed because of the overthinking, have a notepad by your bed. And even if it's dark, like there's been days that I've woken up and there's just been like writing going left, right, center, everywhere, because even if it's dark and something pops into my mind and I know that I'm going to perseverate on that and just play it over and over in my mind, because I'm like, I need to remember that. I need to remember that. I need to remember that. Write it down. Write in a book. Doesn't matter if it's middle of the night, just put a few, like just even 1 or 2 words to jog your memory. So you're not in the morning going, what was that thing? And that's the reason why we often have trouble sleeping, is because our minds are in overdrive. And there's research shows if we actually get it out onto paper, get it down, get it out, it's getting out of here, which is going to help us. So guys, there's 3 tips for you. So look at your screen time. Also, look at bringing relaxation in whatever way suits you. And then also have a notepad or journal by your bed so you can get those things out of your racing mind. And bonus, if those things, if you do them for a week consistently and you're not seeing even minimal change, we need to look at what's happening throughout your day, particularly in regards to your diet and the amount of stress that's potentially in your day. So that would be a story for another day. If you're wanting more support with that, please reach out. I'd love to have a conversation and see how we might be able to support you individually. But there you go. There's my tips, my 3 tips for your nighttime routines. Simple things you can incorporate. And I spoke about this on our food and mood webinar last night, is that we overcomplicate our health. As humans, we think that we have to complicate things and make them fancy to be worthy of them, and for, to be able to achieve them, like they've got to be hard. But no, we're often missing the simple stuff. So come back to the simple stuff. It will make the biggest difference. And if you would like more support with this, I have an extensive nurturing nighttime list, and you can grab it as a bonus with my hormones webinar. It's like over my website, greentaraWellness.com.au. It's actually my Linktree link, which is linked to both my Facebook and my Instagram. However, I have got a gift for you guys. So for commenting your number 1 takeaway from this video, tagging a friend, adding them into the Wellness Health Hub on Facebook, you're going to go into the draw to get my Nurturing Nighttime Routine list for free, for nothing. I'm going to give it to you as a gift. So that's what you got to do. You got to just comment what you got out of this, tag a friend in the post, share it, and also then invite your friend to the Health Hub if they're not already in it, which the link's in Linktree. And I think that's it. What are we? 13 minutes. Beautiful. Nailed it. Thanks for joining me. Can't wait to see you guys next week. I trust this has been helpful. If there are any topics you want to hear about, comment below. Let me know. And have a beautiful rest of your week. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye, everyone.